Since I covered a game theory video recently, now YouTube is recommending me several game theory videos, many of which are very good material for quick commentaries. Like this one.
Mario games aren't platformers. They also disempower women and promote organized crime. That's right, game theory is back.
For those curious, the games aren't actually platformers thing is brought up exactly one other time in the video at the very end. After discussing the theory that Super Mario Bros. 3 is nothing more than a stage play, MatPat says,
in short, what we have here is solid proof that Mario games shouldn't be classified as platformers. They are, in fact, the greatest role-playing games ever created.
Even though a video game can be both a platformer and an RPG, Zelda 2 comes to mind for one example. Now, regarding the organized crime point, I think this is a reference to the staged kidnappings MatPat talks about.
Don't believe me? One of the hottest new underground businesses right now is executive abductions, a politically correct term for staged kidnappings.
Even though there's nothing illegal about staged kidnappings as long as you don't file a fabricated police report. Anyway, here are a bunch of errors I noticed in the video itself.
As we begin to peel this peach, I submit that Mario's gal pal here is a clear candidate for bipolar disorder, a psychological issue marked by periods of extreme mood shifts, manic highs, and depressive lows. Sure, I've already said that in most games she appears cool and collected, but in most games she's only making a cameo.
I like how Peach is seen as having the abnormal reaction here, while Mario has literal hearts in his eyes just after the plane he was in crashed. Is that more normal to you, MatPat? Also, the point about her only making a brief cameo in most games might hold more water if you didn't just list 2 games where she's a playable character less than a minute ago, in your examples of how harmless and peaceful she is.
Take for instance, the humble Smash Ball, where it turns other cute characters into fire-spewing creatures of winged death. Peach uses it to calmly summon a rain of healthy fruit. Or how about in Super Mario RPG, while other characters use magic to conjure deadly electrical storms or towering infernos, she calls forth an army of sheep. But not angry, trample you to death sheep, just sleepy sheepies. Sleepy sheepies. In Super Princess Peach, however, she's the main protagonist, and she's not fighting her way to Bowser with parasols and vegetables. Oh no! She attacks with rapid mood swings. Get her mad? She literally catches on fire. Happy? She twirls and flies. Sad, and she cries uncontrollable bitter tears. Way to go, Nintendo. You make the girl a hero and you give her the power of PMS. I attack with my emotions! People with bipolar disorder tend to be either manic or depressive for the whole day. Peach takes it to a whole nother level, switching back and forth in the span of seconds, changing from one extreme emotion to the next, quite literally, with the press of a button.
So I'll ignore that kind of tasteless PMS joke and instead just say, you do know people with bipolar disorder experience these mood swings uncontrollably, right? The plot of Super Princess Peach is that Bowser is using a scepter to make everyone's emotions act out of control. In fact, the reason why Peach can defeat him is because she's the only one who's able to control her emotions in the first place.
But can we really blame Peach for being a little off her rocker? I mean, the woman's been kidnapped at least 12 times, 8 of which were by an oversized humanoid turtle. 8! Which begs the question, how does this happen? As royalty of her kingdom, don't you think that at some point she would take a stand? Start an army consisting of more than just little boys in diapers.
Who exactly do you think she could get to protect her aside from other members of the Mushroom Kingdom?
According to the FBI database, 27% of hostages demonstrated some level of Stockholm Syndrome.
It's actually less than 8%.
Need more proof? In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario just stands there while the Koopa Kids steal Peach and a cake. He stands there watching this happen when there is clearly plenty of time for him to realize what's happening and take action. How about in Super Mario Galaxy? Peach once again just stands there for minutes on end as warships approach her castle, as Bowser taunts her, and then summons a UFO to abduct her. She is clearly putting up no resistance, not running away, not showing any emotion, nothing. Clearly, these are people who want this kidnapping to happen.
Or they're both paralyzed by fear. That's perfectly possible as well, you know. Anyway, that's all I want to cover, so final thoughts? Am I the only one who finds it really weird to attempt to diagnose fictional characters with real-world mental disorders? Good night and good luck.